When distributing your self-published books, the first place you need to go, and the only destination if you're not massively ambitious about getting this across all the channels, is the Amazon KDP site, Kindle Direct Publishing. That's what the KDP stands for. And I think that most self-published authors understand that you need to at least be on Amazon KDP. Now, you may be one of these authors who's really adamant that Kindle is destroying the world of books and the whole industry, and you might not want to list there, but I think most people aspire to listing there. Now, to be perfectly frank with you, the Amazon site is the place where I make virtually all of my sales, and I think that most independent authors would tell you that. You get a few that sell a lot on iBooks, but most people sell most of their books on Amazon. So you kind of really need to be listed there if you're self-publishing. Now, to list is free. And when you upload your books to Kindle Direct Publishing, they will go only to the Amazon site. So they will go to, well, you can list them on different portals on the Amazon site. So they can go to .co.uk, .com and all of the different portals on Amazon. But they only go to Amazon. When you list them on Amazon, then you're not going to find them on Barnes & Noble. You're not going to find them on Google Play. So it is a one-stop shop. I'll tell you later on in the videos how you can actually go for wider distribution. But in its very simplest terms, if you upload a book to this site, and you'll see this in a later video, you can write a book in a Word document, upload it to Kindle Direct Publishing, set a price and publish it, and you need not do any more. Now, that's not the best way to publish on KDP, but you certainly can do that. Now, Kindle Direct Publishing uses what's called a .mobi file. Now, you may be familiar with things like PDF files or Word documents, which are doc files or docx files. A .mobi file is just simply the file that a Kindle reader will use to show people your book. Now, you may say, how on earth do I create a .mobi file? Well, you don't need to worry about that. You can, at its very, very simplest, upload a Word document to KDP, and it will convert it automatically into a Mobi file so that readers can access it. I have, with my books, created my books in Word, uploaded them to Kindle, downloaded them as HTML, which is web files, and because I understand and know how to use HTML, I've tidied them up as HTML files. When you list on KDP, when you list on Kindle Direct Publishing, it's free. It's quick. Once you publish your book, once you send it to publish, it's going to be published usually within about 24 hours. You can unpublish books. You can republish books. So if you publish the first book and maybe you've been a little bit careless and you made some spelling mistakes, well, you can go back into the original document. You can correct those mistakes. You can re-upload it to Kindle, who will reapprove it. And then you will find that everybody who buys your book subsequently will not get the spelling mistakes or the errors that you put into the original. So it's a very simple process. It talks you through every step of the process. It means that you can sell in multiple territories in terms of your distribution. So you can go, as the screen says there, to the US, to Canada, to UK, to Germany, India, France, Italy, Spain, Japan, Brazil, Mexico, Australia, and more. And KDP basically will pay you. I get my payments direct to my bank account from Amazon. They come in straight to the bank account, and I sell little bits all over the world. So sometimes I've even had payments from Japan, which is really exciting. But most of my sales in practice are made in the US and in the UK. And interestingly, even though I'm a UK author, I sell far more books in the US. I always have done. It's much easier to sell in the US. The next in line is the UK. The US far outstrips the sales that I make in the UK. So the payments are direct. The service is free. You keep your rights. You keep control of your rights. You can set the prices for your books. You decide what the price is. You can reduce the prices, increase the prices. You can do what you want with the prices. And you also get to keep up to 70% royalties on every sale that you make. Now, that is far superior to what authors make when they're traditionally published. They're usually about 15%. They can be higher and lower, of course, but as an average figure, a ballpark figure, 15% is about right. But here we can make 70%. It really depends what the price is. And when we get to listing the books, I'll talk you through that. But if you make your book cheaper, the royalties go down to 35%, but if they go over a certain threshold, you start to make 70% royalties on every book, and that really is quite an attractive deal. But in terms of distribution, when you upload your book to KDP, you're only going out to Amazon sites, and you're only going out as a digital book unless you specifically go out to create a paperback version of your book.